Good morning everyone. Before we start this vlog, I would like to let you know that I did not wake up at 5:30 today. I actually did. Then I went back to sleep and woke up around 6:10 a.m., which is still early, and because it's a Saturday, it doesn't really matter. So let's start getting ready for the gym. This is my outfit of the day in navy, which is one of my favorite colors. Also, today was leg day, but I did not film the whole thing, just my cool down. And the reason for that is that I do not want to film others' gym. I don't want to be filmed. And nobody's in this room, so it's perfect for a quick cool down and also for me to film. One of the best things that could happen to me is literally working out, and I recommend you to work out as well if you want to become a better person overall, because becoming better is not only mentally but also physically. And when you work out, you are becoming better at both, mentally because you're pushing yourself, and physically because you're moving and building muscle and becoming healthier. Another part of this is nutrition, which to be honest, I'm not that good at it. Not that I eat junk food, I actually don't eat that much junk food. It's just I don't eat enough protein on a daily basis, and I also don't eat enough in general for me to build muscle. As you can see, I also have a lot of room for improvement even though I've been doing this for a really long time. Let's start planning the day, and then afterwards we will see what I will do, because I have no idea. Other than working. So let's time block. For the Saturday bell, which for me, it is a battle. So I have my weapons with me. It's coffee and water. And I also have electrolytes water. So I put it in here. I need to fill this up, but yeah. So that I can drink it and stay hydrated. Because to be honest, I don't drink enough water. Which I should, but I don't. So I had breakfast, and now I'm going to go basically work a little bit on the things that I cannot do during the week. For example, content creation. That's one of the things that I cannot do during the week. I don't want to do it during the week because I have a lot of other things that I want to do. So let's start the work. The first thing that I'm going to do is basically time block my day and make sure that I get as much done as possible. My weekends are always completely full. And the reason for that is that I cannot do the things that I want to do on the weekends during the week because my weeks are already completely full when it comes to my job and verified. So during the weekends, I usually like to create content and do the things that I have to do. Nevertheless, I do a lot of things during the weekends, especially on Saturdays, when it comes to being outside, because I live in Germany and Sunday is basically closed. Everything's closed on Sunday. Yeah, you cannot go out. That's the thing. That's the problem with me. So I do all of groceries, going out, all of that stuff is on Saturday, but I do like to get a little bit of work done, so that I'm set up for the week. So the first thing that I'm going to do is basically plan my Saturday. Right now it's about 9:30ish, so I can get a lot done when it comes to planning my day and creating content, and as well as do a little bit of marketing stuff for verified. That's my day, actually. Saturdays and Sundays are my marketing days, to be honest. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we are going to head out. So before I start working, I would like to talk about procrastination and discipline and how you guys can get disciplined. Because at the end of the day, I don't want this thing to be just a vlog. I want you guys to learn something from it and basically enjoy watching it. And one thing that I think helped me become more disciplined and become more productive is thinking about procrastination as a mountain, as something that is stopping you from your dreams. So basically, procrastination is stopping you from getting what you want, which, it basically is. And you need to understand that most of the times, more like 99% of the times, procrastination comes from your survival instinct that every single human basically has, because you don't want to suffer. And studying is suffering. So basically, if you don't understand something and you have to learn something, that's a form of suffering. Working is a form of suffering. Every single thing that you do that you don't like doing is a form of suffering. So even working out is a form of suffering, if you're not in love with it, obviously. But you need to understand that you have to suffer. And for me, I started looking at the things that I do as I'm not suffering. I'm just working my goals, and I have to go through some shit before I reach it. And that basically motivated me to do the things that I do, because to be honest, I did not want to vlog today. I don't want to create content today, but I'm doing it. I don't want to work today, but I'm doing it. At the end of the day, in this life, you choose your own problems. And if you don't choose the right problems, then the world, basically your brain chooses the problems for you, and you will have the right problems, the problems that you don't want to have, and the problems that don't matter to you. That's basically how your brain works, because at the end of the day, your brain needs problems to solve. Your brain, it doesn't matter if you're in a problem-solving environment or not. So your brain needs problems to solve. And you just need to pick your problems. And if you don't pick your problems, your brain will pick your problems for you. Just pick them. Just pick the problems that you want to have. Pick the problems that are going to push you towards the goals. And then start solving them. So let's start planning the day. Now, the first thing that I like to do is set up my priority task. Now, what are the priority tasks? More like what it is. Every single day, I have 3 priority tasks that I must do that day, no matter what. They don't have to be big tasks. They are just important tasks. Either if there's a deadline, I just add that task there. If it's something that I must do that day that I cannot do another day, for example, it's Saturday, I have to go get groceries because Sunday, everything's closed. So that's like one of the priority tasks that I just cannot say, oh, I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then everything else, I time block my day. And afterwards, I like to basically set up my to-dos in different categories, which is morning, noon, and afternoon, more like evening. Those are like how I like to categorize my tasks so that I can make sure that I can do as much as possible for just one day. This is like the most productive that I've ever been with this template. I can also link the template in the description box so you guys can use it if you want. But yeah, that's like my priorities and my best template so far. So as I mentioned, Saturday and Sundays are for me content creation days and marketing days, but also days that I like to do things that I cannot do during the week. And one of those things is basically voiceover for my videos. Not this voiceover I'm doing this at like a random evening, but like voiceover for my Instagram videos or reels that you guys can see, and also voiceover for other things, and editing and filming and all of those stuff basically happens during the weekend. Because that's like the best way that I can go on and I can get ready like just once or twice and then film everything back to back without having to worry about the content during the week. So I just finished filming a few content pieces for my Instagram, and let's just hope that it will turn out good. They look good in that first look, but I always have a problem that when I take a glance later on, I just don't want to publish that because I don't think it's good enough. So I just hope they're good because I'm trying to make more face-to-face content on Instagram as well. And even though Instagram would rather have these 5 to 7 seconds fast videos, and they're the ones that get more views than the ones that I make, which is more about educational stuff and more like the content that I enjoy doing. They don't push that much. They more push the content that is like takes me 10 minutes to edit and done it is, right? Not the content that I would rather watch. Like I usually create content that I would rather watch. And over the years, I have published a lot of like these little motivational videos. But to be honest, I'm kind of over it because I think there's only that many motivational videos. And when I first started creating those type of motivational videos, there weren't a lot of people who did that. I didn't see a lot of them on Instagram, but then now everybody does it. So it's just like the dark aesthetic that I have. Kind of over it. I'm kind of over like the fast flash 5-second videos of little quotes. But I still know that those are the videos that get views on Instagram, unfortunately. How about this? Let's delete Instagram altogether and go on verified and just post photos. And you can post your videos on TikTok or YouTube. Let's Just say no to Instagram. How about that? So yeah, this is basically self-promo. Get on your bike. It's invite only. If you want an invitation, you can just DM me and I will send you an invitation. I'm hungry now, so I'm gonna go grab a bite. Actually grabbed something to eat, and I also edited a few content pieces after that video, and then I got ready because I had to head to IKEA and also go get groceries, which I forgot to film by the way. And here's, you guys can tell, I'm filming in the middle of me eating, so that's why I told you I'm one of the worst when it comes to filming content for a vlog or even filming content outside my house, because I just like to live in the moment and basically enjoy whatever I'm doing right then and there. Then I came home and I felt like creating some cinnamon rolls or cinnamon buns, whatever you might want to call them. And to be honest, I make the best ones. Nobody said that, but I feel like I do make the best ones. After making these, I just grabbed the book that I'm currently reading. It's a German book. I usually just switch between German and English and read whenever I feel like reading. And then I head to bed because I have an early morning tomorrow.